Because there's no communication from you. There's no effort on your part to say, look, I just want my money back. I have no intention to attack. I won't be doing a YouTube video. I won't be, feeding data to Jason and Mark to speak on my behalf. I have no intention to do media, so on and so forth. You're not saying any of those things. And the number of these types of meetings that I've had over the years where I've dealt with people who are somehow upset or whatever, or in some cases wanted their money back or this or that or whatever, they always right out front say, I'm not, and I just want you to know that, I'm, my thing with the church is personal, sure, but I don't want to hurt anybody else. I don't want to cause upset for anybody else, and so on and so forth. And they literally just on their own originality, without me saying anything. And you've made no mention of that whatsoever.
No, because you know what? Those people are liars.
Well, no, because the vast majority of them then didn't. They didn't do media, they didn't attack, they didn't go on the internet, they didn't any of those things.
But they couldn't make that statement truthfully. They said it to appease you. Sorry, integrity. I'm coming at you now with full integrity on this. I haven't got a clue.
You're lying.
What? Oh, that just ended that conversation. Call me a liar. I don't even get the sentence out of my mouth. Next step.
Go ahead and finish your sentence.
No, I'm sorry. You just called me a liar. You called me a liar right in the middle of the...
Look, here's the thing, Larry. You want your money back.
Thank you.
We're willing to give you your money back to a degree, but we also don't have to give you your money back, and I think you've forgotten that. So we're just trying to work through some of these issues so we can help you get what you want and get what we want, and everybody's happy, excuse my language, everybody's happy, everybody's fine, and you can go your separate way and do your thing.
Okay.
But the bottom line is we don't have to give you your money back.
Okay,
and you can leave Scientology, and you can go do whatever you want. That is your choice. It really is your choice.
All I'm trying to communicate is that there's some real concern and it's valid. Now, do I actually consider it like some horrible threat?
No.
No. Do I actually think it's going to be damaging? No. I mean, yeah, it's going to cost us a couple $1 million to redo the films that you were in. It's already going to cost us, millions to redo the films that Jason was in, and we've already prepared the suit that we're going to be bringing against him to recoup those costs, because you can't do that. Just even take it out from the whole Scientology realm. If you had let's say, well, you would know this, like in infomercial land. Let's say you did an infomercial, and you were the star of the infomercial, and then you went out and said, it's BS, the product is a piece of crap, it doesn't work, and this and that, and so on and so forth. The company that paid you for that infomercial would not only have grounds to sue you for doing that, they would actually have grounds to then get damages, for having done that.
The analogy doesn't apply,
and,
let's not get into
huh?
it. The analogy does not apply, but
Why
let's not get into it. This is a church.
Well, I'm just giving it...
Not a project.
I already took it out of the realm
Okay.
of Scientology. I said take it out of the realm of Scientology.
If the church hires me to do a film, they hire me as an actor.
That's correct.
I have no obligations to remain a church member or believe in the tenets of the church.
Yeah, you did sign agreements, though.
Oh, by the way, I'd like copies of those before I leave.
Okay.
Because I'd like to see the stipulations whereby I'm responsible for the budget of orientation.
I further recognize that I have a duty of trust to the church not to reveal any information, knowledge, or data of any nature which might tend to harm, malign, damage, injure, or adversely affect the church in any of its activities, plans, or programs. I further agree that in the event that I breach this promise of non-disclosure by publishing, displaying, disclosing, revealing, relating, or disseminating this confidential information, or otherwise violating this non-disclosure bond, I will pay to the Church of Scientology International Gold Medal Productions $10,000 for each and every breach.
And what is the confidential information that I would be revealing?
Well, let me just finish here.
I've read a lot of legal contracts. That has to do with confidential information.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with my belief in the church. If I cease to be a believer in the church, I cannot be held responsible for the cost of the film. Okay. But he made the veiled threat the other day that I am.
We are suing Jason for the
good
cost
luck.
of his film.
Yeah.
Been an actor too many years. I mean, it's ludicrous on the face of it to say that because somebody leaves the church that they can now be held responsible for the cost of the film. Those are
he didn't just leave the church.
He didn't just leave the church.
He left and
took
then
confidential
actively...
information.
Well, no,
from
okay.
those T levels,
no, there you go.
put them on the internet, spoke violently about
I
it.
give you, absolutely. I mean, I know the law, you know.
And then
you
proceeded
take
to also attack the
confidential
church.
information, such as OT materials or whatever, and make that public. Church has got a really good suit. I don't have any confidential information.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I was a spokesman for the church when I truly believed what I was saying.
Sure. I mean, there's even stipulations in your contracts where it covers the fact that
All right.
when you're no longer, even if you choose to no longer be a Scientologist.
I have no confidential information.
Okay, I got it.
Couch that was saying, have you heard me attack the church yet? I've just simply told you I've had losses in the church. Aside from saying that I think that the management is corrupt.
Which, if you say that one more time, I'm going to walk out of the room because you're lying when you say that, and you do not know what you're talking about. You have no evidence of it, and you've never seen with your own eyes.
No, I do have it.
That is the case.
I frankly do have evidence of it. You know,
What is the evidence?
the fact that here's one. I don't know if this is one because I didn't buy them. Is this the new basic book that I bought 4 times?
I don't know.
Is this finally book finally per LRH?
Yes, that book is per LRH.
What about the one before it?
Yeah.
And the one before it?
I don't know about that.
And the one before it. I have 4 versions of this book.
Okay.
I bought it each time.
Uh-huh.
The last story I swallowed was how dictation people got it mixed up. That's corrupt. Because for the 2 years that this package was being released, they were selling the old non-LRH books. I bought them. Where's my fair trade for my old books that they were selling me for the pure LRH? That's corrupt.
Okay.
That's corrupt. There's no other word for it.
Well, it is.
Okay, the second, somebody at Gold said, hey, we just found some data here. We've dug up some falsely interpreted dictaphone records. Pull the plug. Pull the plugs like the peanuts, the soiled peanuts at the in Georgia. I'm pulling on a news story I don't know if you know about, but
Did you see the
a recall.
event?
I was there. Yes, okay. That was the most ARC breaking. That was by the way, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was the night where
So
I went.
because some SP 50 years ago, altered dictation
don't
and did it.
Don't even go there. That's the. Listen. Yes.
That means management
Yes.
today is corrupt.
Yes. No, management today
Who is
decided to. Well, we all know nothing happens in the church unless it's originated at the RTC, the head of RTC. Okay,
So
chairman
you're
of the
talking
board.
about you're saying to us the COB is corrupt.
Yeah.
Okay. We're done.
Let me ask a question. Is that a surprise?
You see all this? The churches I was telling you about? The programs, the people, the Narcanons, Arrowhead, Spanish Lake, all these things that are teaching people how to read. You know what I mean? That are really getting people off drugs for reading.
Did I say this is corrupt?
That
Who do
are
you
really
think does
who
that,
do you
Larry?
think does this? Who do you think puts this out? Who do you think makes it possible? Who do you think pushes it? Who do you think demands that it gets out? Okay? Any insanity or any difficulties or any turmoil that occurred in management, it's the people who are out there bitching and moaning about it were the ones that were doing it. And you know what? I could line up hundreds of people who would attest to that fact. Who would talk to you,
declared SPs.
including declared SPs. People who were themselves at management and were kicked out for their corrupt activities and their gross waste and the things that they did that wasted parishioners' funds and so on and so forth, and were excommunicated for it and expelled from the church for it. Even they, when I talk to them, will tell me about how the Mark Headleys of the world and these kinds of people, that anything that they could think of that was bad of when they were there, those were the guys that were making it that way. And saying it's probably so much better now that they're gone, which is true. It is. So I don't know what you think is going on, and I don't know what it is that you've been convinced. But the fact of the matter is, you ain't seen it with your own eyes. You didn't sit and listen to the LRH dictation, and you sure as hell weren't in LRH compilations and editorial figuring out what these problems were. If you want to talk to me about the chairman of the board RTC,
So you don't want to hear what I have to say? You're just going here to...
No, I don't want to hear what you have to say
You're
about
gonna
the chairman of the board.
About the chairman of the board, you're not going to have ears to listen to it. Absolutely not.
Like, I won't hear it.
You asked me for an example of why I felt management was corrupt.
Yeah, and I got your example.
Okay.
I got your example.
I'm simply saying, books that have been written
Have you ever gotten a
for
single
50
person
years.
off drugs?
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah.
Who?
Good friend.